the stories that we tell ourselves. I made up this whole story in my mind. Life is a true constant and adventure, and that you're capable of writing your own story and you're capable of writing your own script. So I was busy getting something really important done, and my wife decided she wanted me to go and get her a burrito because she didn't want the soup that she had just made. So, of course, I drop everything I'm doing and I hop on my bike and I ride on down there. I take a moment to enjoy the nighttime bike ride. It's been a little while. It's a short trip. It'll be there and back, but it is Saturday night, and so really good chance that the place is probably bumping. It's a Burrito Loco over in, well, my hometown here. And so I pull up on my bike and I see that the place, sure enough, is just jam-packed. The drive-thru's jam-packed. The place is jam-packed with people. I was kind of surprised. I didn't expect people to be inside of the restaurant because most people are just, they don't do that anymore. But this place was packed, probably 20 people. And immediately I checked my watch and got frustrated. I thought to myself, man, I'm going to totally get nothing else done for the rest of the night. And I was in such a good flow state. I was getting so much stuff done. And don't get me wrong, I love doing this for my wife. That's why I'm doing it. But it is a little frustrating when you're trying to get this thing done. It's super important. It hasn't been done because you just really haven't been able to dedicate the time and the focus to it for so long. And, now here you are at, the burrito joint, getting your wife a burrito again, which is great. But yeah, I'm not going to make it home anytime soon because it's a Saturday night. So begrudgingly, I still dismount my bike and I walk on in. I go inside and I stand in the back of this massive line. And then out of the far left corner, past the bombardment of people, the crowd of people that were in this place, literally like 20 people in a small restaurant, probably like 300 square feet, there was a very kind smile and energy and face with his hand up saying, "Sir, I can help you over here." And I saw the older woman in front of me. I said, "Ma'am, I think he's talking to you." Turns out they were all a family and they were all there together and they were doing their own thing. So I walk over and the guy was just so positive. I really tried to figure out what was going on here in a very short period of time. But man, the dude just had great, genuine energy, I think. I think he's just really like that. Smiling, laughing, joking, just really radiant vibe. Took my order, made my payment, got my burrito in like a minute, and then I was out. And I thought to myself how funny it is, the stories that we tell ourselves before entering a situation. Like, I made up this whole story in my mind about how my whole night was going to be ruined. And I was not going to be able to get anything else done because I'm knocked out of flow state. And it was so not true. Like, it was just 100% false. I rode my bike down there. I had an amazing, beautiful nighttime bike ride. I cruised down a hill on the way there, rode up a hill on the way back, so it was a good blood pump. I was in and out super fast, had a very positive experience with this young man. I got to witness a huge family doing whatever the hell it was that they were doing, but still kind of cool when you think about 20 people of the same family hanging out in a burrito joint. And they weren't like the owners. You could tell they were like a family like passing through. And just a really positive experience. And I got to do something all that time for my wife. Love is a verb. Love is an action. You prove it through your actions. I wholeheartedly believe that. But I want to focus on the storytelling because I've been talking to a lot of people about this lately, and we make up the worst stories in the world about everything that we're about to get into. Oh, it's gonna suck anyways. That date is gonna suck. The guy's gonna suck. The chick's not gonna be hot. Probably won't even get laid. That's just stupid. I don't even feel like doing it. I had a long day at work. Oh, this whole thing is gonna take me forever. It's gonna be a bothersome. How many times have you told yourself a story in the past about something, and then you ended up doing it anyways, and it didn't even turn out to be anywhere near as bad? And as a matter of fact, I would even argue that for me, I have had more positive experiences than bad experiences when the circumstances dictated that I told myself a negative story about the circumstance and the situation before it ever even happened. Barring like one or two people in my life, I honestly, they're the anomalies where it's like every time it's just, oh my God, it just sucks, but is what it is. But everything in life isn't. And in fact, I have more positive experiences, even though I tell myself a negative story beforehand. And so what do you subconsciously talk yourself out of? What situations have you talked yourself out of that could have been a really great, amazing, positive experience? Because it's it's gone if you don't take the opportunity. And you know what? Yeah, it might take a little bit of energy, but you got to look at it as like a constant adventure. Like life is a true constant and adventure in that you're capable of writing your own story and you're capable of writing your own script. Like things don't have to constantly just be a negative, daunting task. Everything can be fun for the most part as long as you're putting your perspective in place where this is your literal journey, your literal adventure, your literal life. And you really have to think about the fact of, do you want to spend it in a angry and miserable state all the time? Do you want to be depressed all the time? Wow, what a powerful story to tell myself about a situation and then to have it turn out to be so wrong. It's just survival based mechanisms built into our brain that want to keep us the same and keep doing the same thing over and over again because we're still living and surviving. So recognize if you find yourself telling yourself a negative story about anything and an experience that you're about to endure or go through or talk yourself out of going through, and just do it anyways and roll the dice and see, because your life's fleeting, it's passing by, and put out a little energy, see what kind of adventure can come out of today.